Good morning, students. Hope you all are fine with the grace of God. I am Manikant Mishra, Modern English School, New Area. So, we are discussing continuously about the important chemical compounds. So, one of the important chemical compound is common salt, which we made use in our cooking the food, or it is also called table salt. Highly purified sample of sodium chloride is called sodium. Highly purified common salt is called sodium chloride. It is in fact an ionic compound that we will study afterwards. It is an ionic compound. The main source of sodium chloride is from the seawater. The main source of sodium chloride or common salt is from the sea water. The main source of sodium chloride or common salt is from the sea water, which constitutes approximately 2.7 to 2.9%. Apart from the sea water, this common salt is also obtained from rock salt. Why do we discuss this compound sodium chloride? Because it is used as a raw material to prepare for so many chemical compounds. As for example, caustic soda, sodium hydroxide, baking soda, washing soda. So many compounds can be prepared with the help of taking sodium chloride as a raw material. One of the applications is today we are going to discuss to prepare the caustic soda with the help of sodium chloride. So let us see the sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide, commercially it is called caustic soda. Commercially it is called caustic soda, having the chemical formula NaOH. Now, how to prepare this important compound? Sodium hydroxide or caustic soda? This caustic soda can be prepared by the electrolysis of a brine solution. What is a brine solution? 20% concentration of sodium chloride is known as a brine solution. So when the sodium chloride, aqueous solution of sodium chloride undergoes the electrolysis process, then it gives sodium hydroxide, chlorine and hydrogen gas. This process is called chlor-alkali process. This process is called chlor-alkali process because in this process, as a main product, sodium hydroxide is prepared, that is a alkali. Because as you have already studied, the bases which are soluble in water is called alkali. So sodium hydroxide is an alkali. So here alkali is prepared, and apart from the main product, sodium hydroxide is a main product because our objective is to prepare the caustic soda. So sodium hydroxide is a main product, but as a byproduct we are getting as a byproduct we are getting chlorine and hydrogen. As a byproduct, apart from the main product, what is formed is called byproduct. So here chlorine and hydrogen is also prepared formed along with the sodium hydroxide. That's why this process is called chlor-alkali process. Alkali as well as chlorine is prepared. Alkali as well as chlorine is prepared, so often it is called chlor-alkali process. Now let us come to the properties of sodium hydroxide or caustic soda. It is a white crystalline solid. It is a white crystalline solid. It is a deliquent solid. What is a deliquent? A substance which has ability to absorb moisture from the atmosphere and get dissolved in it. A substance which has ability to absorb the moisture from the atmosphere and get dissolved in it, that is called deliquent substance. My dear students, please there is another term is a hygroscopic substance. There is a slight difference between them. Hygroscopic substance, a substance which has ability to absorb the moisture but do not dissolve in it. This is called hygroscopic substance, like a lime, tuna. So lime is a hygroscopic substance, whereas the sodium hydroxide is a deliquent substance, because if you continue leave it from the atmosphere, it absorbs first of all water and slowly it dissolves in it. So this property is called deliquence. So sodium hydroxide is a deliquent substance. Is it alright? What I said, a substance which have ability to absorb moisture and dissolve in it is called deliquent substance. Now next, it is readily soluble in water. Sodium hydroxide is readily soluble in water. Action with acid. Sodium hydroxide reacts with acid, forms salt and water. It means sodium hydroxide neutralizes the effect of acid. Sodium hydroxide plus hydrochloric acid forms NaCl plus H2O. NaOH plus H2SO4, Na2SO4 plus H2O. Now, just now we have discussed that sodium hydroxide is a deliquent substance. When you keep for a long hour, prolonged exposure to air, then it absorbs carbon dioxide also from the atmosphere and forms a white crust of sodium carbonate. Forms a white crust of sodium carbonate. Now come to the uses of this valuable compound. First of all, the sodium hydroxide is an important laboratory reagent. Another use of caustic soda, it is used in cleansing the metal sheets. It is also used in removing the greasy substance from the metal sheets. Degreasing, for the degreasing purpose. It is used in a textile industry, especially in a cotton industry, to moisturize the cotton. So when you buy the cotton cloth, you see that it is a very slippery. This slippery is because of sodium hydroxide. Also, my dear student, when you put a white cloth, especially when you buy the cotton cloth from the market,
and you put it in water, you see this in a water becomes cloudy. Is all because of the sodium hydroxide. So in a cotton industry, it is used in mercerizing the cotton clothes. Sodium hydroxide also used in preparation of soap and detergent. It is also used in the petroleum industry. So these are the few uses of caustic soda. Apart from these two gases are also very important, that chlorine and hydrogen gas. As you know, the hydrogen is one of the excellent fuel which is used as a hydrogen is one of the excellent fuel which is used as a fuel in the rocket. Hydrogen is also important element to prepare the ammonia gas, which is followed by preparing the fertilizers. Now chlorine, the uses of chlorine. First of all, chlorine,
as you have studied in class 9, the chlorine is used in the water treatment to kill the microorganism. Cl2 is used in the preparation of a compound. Cl2 is used in the preparation of bleaching powder. So these are the important uses of these compounds apart from the sodium hydroxide and hydrogen and chlorine. Thank you. Have a nice day.